Hey, cutie. Welcome home. Hey. How was your day? Good. I'm glad. Yeah, mine was kind of frustrating. It seemed like everywhere I turned, there was another problem, and people needed me to solve it. But it was an early morning, so that means I got home earlier, at least. So I'll take it. Mm-hmm. I figured since you were having to stay kind of late, I'd throw dinner together. It's in the oven. It should be done soon. Hmm? Can we hold off for a little bit? My head's still kind of a mess from work. I appreciate that you don't mind, but I just I kind of need some time to decompress. I mean, making dinner helps. I'm getting settled again. So, maybe after we eat? I mean, it makes a difference to me. 20, 30 minutes can make a big difference. I just want a little time to get my head straight. The whole drive home, I was doing what I always do. Just spinning through the same conversations I had all day. Reimagining them a million different ways, thinking up every different reply I could have snapped back with, but didn't. Being home and cooking dinner, I finally started letting that all go. I just need a little bit to get my mindset right. I want this to be a good night. Just you and me enjoying each other's company. After we eat, we can settle in, watch a movie or something. And you're more than welcome in my mind then. I just need a little bit to myself, okay? No, nothing bad happened. No one big thing. It was a lot of little things that all stacked up. It was just a frustrating day. I'm annoyed at what happened. I'm annoyed at how I responded to some things. I let people walk all over me again. And I told myself I wasn't going to let my coworkers do that anymore, and I did anyway. And I'm frustrated with myself. And I'm frustrated that rather than taking decisive action, I just spun my wheels and fantasized about the ways I should have responded. I want to have a clean slate for tonight. I want to have a good night. I want to take 20 minutes to relax, get some food in me, and then have a good time with you. I'm asking you for 20 or 30 minutes. Why is that a problem? do you mean? No, you don't need to hear what I'm actually thinking about my day. I just told you what I'm feeling about my day. Why did you even say actually like that? I told you how I feel. I'm frustrated with my coworkers, and I'm frustrated with myself, and I wish I had done things differently. Hey, I get where you're coming from. And I can appreciate that you want to fix this. But this isn't something to fix. It's not broken. It's just feelings. What I need right now is a little time to sift through them without having every wayward thought bouncing around in my head out on display. Because then I'm just gonna be thinking about how all those thoughts are gonna be received, and it's just gonna get me into an even more self-conscious headspace. I don't feel great about myself right this second. I don't like the things I keep thinking. Just give me a little bit. Please. I already told you what I'm thinking. You just keep... I am literally only asking for less than a half hour of privacy in my own mind to help clear my thoughts. No. You know what I'm feeling. I just said it. That is not fair to me. Don't say that. My thoughts aren't the real me. They're the unfiltered me. And you know what? People have a filter for a reason. Only hearing my words instead of my thoughts doesn't invalidate what I'm saying. Do you know how hurtful it is to be told that taking the time to figure out how I want to say something means the words don't mean anything to you? No. I don't appreciate the implication that because I want to choose my words carefully for once means I'm being fake. I almost never ask you for privacy, but I'm asking now. Trust has to go both ways. You ask me all the time to trust you with my most intimate thoughts, the ones I would never say out loud, but that I can't hide from you. And I do trust you with them. But this can't only go one way. I need you to trust that sometimes I just want some space for myself. And that doesn't mean anything about us or our relationship or how I feel about you. It's just a normal human need for some privacy sometimes. You're literally in my mind all the time. It's not like I could hide something from you. And I wouldn't. You know everything about me. So you should know that by now. I'm an overthinker. fucking exhausting at times. And in those moments, when it is so exhausting, the last thing I want to have to do is also be worrying about how every single one of those thoughts is going to be received. I know that I can lean on you. I know that you help where you can, and I appreciate that. Really. I love you. But it is also valid for me to want to handle my struggles the way I think is best. And I'm asking you to respect that. Don't. This is not some argument for you to try and win. This is me trying to tell you how I feel. What you ask of me is more than asking for honesty. I give you honesty. I give that to you. I give it to you with words and actions. I already give you that. You are asking for constant access to every thought I think before I even have a chance to sort it out. The immediate, unfiltered thought isn't always the true one. What about every fucking intrusive thought people have? When I'm driving down the road and suddenly that ridiculous little thing in the back of my head says, turn the wheel, fly off the road, see what that feels like. I don't actually want to do that. It's just a thought. A thought that comes out of nowhere and disappears just as quickly. Brains don't make sense. They don't have to. Why can't my words ever be enough for you? I don't even ask for it much. And you just keep pushing anyway. Giving me space is not some gift you're granting me. It's a right that you're respecting. So don't treat it like you're doing me a favor when you agree to respect a basic boundary of mine. And don't guilt me for asking for it. Fuck. I know you're used to hearing people's thoughts whenever you want to. I know you're the kind of person that thinks it's always best to know everything all the time. The good and the bad. Not knowing hurts you because you've gotten used to knowing. I get that. And you're my partner. I don't like the thought of you feeling uncomfortable, but my feelings count too. I've let too many people treat me like they don't count. And I'm not going to take that anymore. I asked you for a boundary, and you said you'd give it to me. Don't give it conditionally. Don't treat it like something you can just keep pushing. When you do that, you're not really giving it at all. I'm not asking you to leave. If that's what you need right now, then I get that, but I don't want you to go. I want you to... I want to know that you can understand where I'm coming from. Do you get why I'm so upset? It's just like at that party. That party that you took me to. When I was feeling self-conscious and I was I was trying to tell you that it's not easy for me to just not care what people think of me. And your answer was to just read all their minds and see if they actually cared if we were kissing. No. You still don't get that wasn't the point. I didn't want you to go looking through other people's heads. I wanted you to understand where I was coming from. I wanted you to see that our situations aren't always comparable. My feelings aren't just some problem that you can solve. Telling me that you know they don't care doesn't just make my feelings disappear instantly, even if that would be convenient for you. I know that you were trying to help, but it's not that simple. Not for me. And you just blew right past it. Because for you, the problem was solved. But what fixes something for you doesn't always fix it for me. And I keep trying to tell you that. But no matter how many times I try to explain that, it's like you don't even hear me. You didn't always have powers. You lived your whole childhood without them, without hearing anyone's thoughts. You were raised in a house where people had magic, and you didn't. Not first, not until you were old enough. Didn't that ever make you feel vulnerable? Different? Okay. No, I'm not really hungry anymore. Have as much as you want. I think I'm gonna go to sleep. Because I'm tired. And you don't seem to have much to say anyway. So maybe sleep will help clear my head a bit. No. I don't want to sleep separate tonight. I'm upset, but that doesn't mean I want you gone. It's our bedroom. It's our bed. Both of us. Just because I'm hurt doesn't change that. Good night. to sleep yet. I love you too. Good night. They're not like him. This is different. I love them. They care. Why can't they understand? Are we too different? We're not too different. That's not a thing. They get it. No, they don't. They're trying. They don't get it. They don't get me. I love them. They love me. I want them in my life. It'll just take time. I just have to be patient. Why do I always have to be the one being patient? I trust them. I trust them. They don't trust me. They think everything's about them. I know they love me. I know they care. They love me. They're trying. I believe them. I believe they're trying. I shouldn't have been so harsh. Harsh? That was nothing. Standing up for yourself isn't harsh. They were upset. I don't want them upset. I love them. I'm upset. I'm allowed to be upset. I'm allowed to draw a line. I have drawn a line. I drew it months ago, and they keep crossing it. It's worth it. I love them. They love me. I trust them. They're trying. I know they're trying, but it still hurts. Maybe trying isn't enough. It is. It is enough. They are enough. They don't mean to hurt me. That doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. It's okay. It'll be okay. I'll wake up tomorrow and we'll keep going. They'll get it. It'll just take time. I can give them time. I can trust them. I do trust them. I'm upset. But we'll be okay. We'll be okay.